Alright, so for set 7, we actually had a new playtest team, hot off the presses. We got rid of everybody. I was like one of the only people that was sitting in the forums for a little bit in the staff section, and I pretty much was sitting behind a plate glass window sticking up my tongue at them. But this is kind of a new thing for us. Usually they just they'll drop one person, gain another person, drop 2 people, gain 1 person. It wasn't there wasn't a streamlined effect to the playtest team. And recently they decided that they're just going to basically have the playtest team for 1 set and then switch it out again. So that we keep getting new minds, new people, fresh ideas going through the system. Exactly, with our set 7 playtest team, how well did that new process work, Kami? Did it work out fairly well, or?
Yeah, we had a great team, I think. We had a lot of new people working on it, and they were really interested in playing a lot of games and trying out a lot of different decks.
And this was one of the, this was when we started switching things up a little bit, requiring almost all the games to be logged and turned in and all that, isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. So we made sure that every deck that was winning a lot of games was talked about, and we tried to find a solution to balance it with the rest of the set.
Now, I don't know how many of you were here pre-set 7 playtesting, but a lot of the time before that, what we would have is a number of playtesters sitting in chat and just talking about the set and asking each other if they wanted to play a game. There was not a whole lot of flow to it. No planning or anything. It was just, hey, let's play this game while nobody else can see it. This time around, it looks like it was actually well put together, not so much outside of the forum itself. And as you said, a lot of games got played, and a number of things got caught and fixed. But just like anything else, you cannot fix everything before the set gets released. So the actual true test of the set itself won't actually occur until it's released.
I think there's definitely some things we probably missed. Orange Plexus Crush is something that we've tried to get changed as well. Orange Overpowering Drill gives you +4, so that's +7 onto all of your attacks when you use Westkai Sensei to attach it at the start of your game.
But as always, it always depends on the meta that people use in tournaments itself, because even though it's an extremely aggressive deck setup, it's still going to lose to certain archetypes.
Yeah, that was the thing we found in testing, was a lot of the problem cards that we thought were there kept losing quite a few of their games, so it really wasn't a lot of reason to change it. Orange Horror Rave was another example of that. You can get a prevention of about 5 or 6 from having a high power-up rating, and that makes it really great, but the Orange Amplified decks lost, I think, 1 to 9 during testing.
Wow.
Dang. No one's using Amp then.
Not the moment, really. I don't think... When was the last time you saw an Amp deck in a tournament setting there?
Yeah, it's been a while. I think Vegeta 15 was the last person to win with it, with a Berta deck.
Yep.
That was in set 2, I think.
Yeah.
That's all.
Kind of says something, but it's alright. I mean, it just means it's not broken. I don't know.
Well, we hope so.
It is broken. It just needs to be fixed now.
Broken in a bad way.
Broken in the other direction.
It's possible there may be a different way to build the deck that uses the card better, which might make it able to win more games.
Hopefully we'll see it get at least a little fixed, or something. Just something to see it have play. I mean, we are going to see it soon enough, of course, with the Shuffle tournament, as we've seen, I believe. Because that was one of the 2 masters for
Amp is on there.
That's right, because we phased out Tactical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there'll be some Amp play, and hopefully people will find it fun during the Shuffle tournament and go, hey, this could be fun to build with. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Unless everyone in the tournament keeps rolling the same number.
That will be hilarious.
20 different decks. 2 different games.
Well, since we're already touching on it, I suppose we should bring it up. Instead of doing our traditional sealed tournament, which consisted of a number of us standing off to the side and randomizing cards and sending them out via email and all that, it was a huge mess. And it was kind of a headache for everybody else who was playing. Instead of doing that, we're having what's called a shuffle tournament. It's basically a listing of decks 1 through 20. And whenever you're ready to play your round with somebody, you'll be rolling a D20 in OCTGN, and whatever number you roll, that is the deck you'll be using. I believe it's going to come with the set patch, is that right?
Yeah, all 20 decks will be released with the patch. So you'll be able to use them in the tournament, and you'll just be able to use them in casual games too, even if you don't enter.
Woo, league games!
And the set will be released a few days before the tournament itself, so that'll also give people a number of days to practice out these decks, test them out, and get a feel for how they're supposed to run.
Yeah, I welcome that.
It is definitely...
I don't like that. I think they should be able to just... Here you go! Play now! You haven't seen this before at all. Boom.
That would be another story, too. That'd all go to skill for them, sure. But then you'd still have more advantage for the people who actually built the deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of even it out with those people.
Just like anything, with anything new, this is a test. This is to see how well this works out. If it works out extremely well, we might use it again later on. If it doesn't, there are plenty of other ways that we could go in terms of different tournament types, different ways of handling sealed and such. It's just an alternative idea that is a possibility of usage.
Do you think the tournament will hit a top 32?
A top 32?
No. We need 65 players for that.
It's already in the 30s.
Not going to get 65.
Which is half.
Hey, usually like 80% of the people join the day of.
Yeah.
That's because they have to work on a deck list first.
Yep. This is just flat out, I'm in. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like 34 players registered, when was the last time we had that many people registered for a tournament?
The sealed tournaments usually get that, at least to sign up and receive the list of cards you can build the sealed deck with.
Yep.
I think we had about 40 in the last sealed tournament,
wow.
And then
one of them had a top 16
deck lists.
Yeah, I avoided that sealed tournament.
Was it just too much of a hassle for you, or?
No, I'm just horribly cursed. The first sealed tournament I did, I got Android 17 with no power-up rating and the orange amplified mastery. I had to build a deck around that with no power-up cards and like 3 allies with power-up ratings of 0.
Oh, God.
I had it bad. I went, I completely defeated the whole thing.
Well, you see, this time you don't have to worry so much about that.
Yeah, that's why I like this better.
Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, look forward to that tournament. Like I said, for those of you who are kind of naysayers about the tournament itself, this could be the only time we do this if it doesn't work out. You never know. This is just a test to see how well things work out. It's not going to be the permanent norm as of what we know today.
And it's the first tournament with physical prizes.
Yeah, oh God. That is...
What, set 1, was it? We had the $100 prize tournament or whatever? Was that the first set, or was that like second or third set?
I think that was the first tournament of the game.
Yeah, because remember we had a ton of people sign up for that one.
Yeah, there was 33 people, I think.
Do we know what boxes he's tossing up on here, or?
Yeah, they're listed in the post.
They are listed in the post?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's take a look.
Limited and unlimited Cell Saga and an unlimited Boo Saga, I think.
Oh, wow. So yeah, not bad at all.
No, unless you already have a ton of cards.
But even then, I mean, there's no reason not to hop in, because even if you grab those, we now have a number of people on the site who deal in trades. If you get a really good card out of any of those things, guess what? I'm sure there's somebody on there that'll be willing to buy it off of you.
Yeah.
True, that forum's getting updated like at least every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just brimming with activity.
Yeah, which is good, because we really actually did need the activity on the site. Otherwise, we were getting an update maybe once every couple of days.
Mm.
And even chat has kind of seen its fair share of boosted activity with it, with a number of new people in there.
Yeah, we broke the record like this.
On your record.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
It is.
Alright. Let's take a look here. Oh, yes, this was news to me, and I probably should have seen it coming, but I wasn't paying attention again. Congratulations, everybody. We have a new CRD coming out. Going to be a number of changes being made to currently existing cards. Luckily, not as big as last time. Because the last...
Hit the fast forward button.
Yeah, that CRD... Oh, God, last time was interesting to keep up with. For what I can see, we have 8 cards that are getting changes, which company, of course, has the descriptions on these. Starting from Bulma's drill finding, what exactly are we changing with that?
If Bulma is your
in the
MP,
discard
choose
pile.
a drill.
In your discard pile instead of your drill or your deck.
And it's Bulma only.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're limiting it so that it can only search through your discard pile, so you can't use it at the beginning of the game to get all your drills out faster.
Okay. Did this card used to be removed from the game after use?
Yeah.
Okay, and now it's not. Till it's the exclusive Bulma play. Should be, it sounds like a good enough change to me. I mean, I didn't really see it often, but then again, I don't think I've played against Control or Dragon Ball decks that often recently.
Yeah. I felt
It
the
was in,
Wrath
like,
of Orange
every deck
Tactical
that had
more
tactical.
times than I care to say.
Alright, our next card on the list here is Master Roshi's Training. It's been rewritten to search your discard pile for a named card that matches your main personality and is not limit 1 per deck, and put it in your hand. Remove from the game after use.
There went half the fun in that card.
Well, what were you searching with it?
The last time I used it, it was before Spirit Bomb move was changed. And I would use that to pick that out of the discard pile.
That's not named.
Yeah.
Well, I used, what the heck was
Legacy?
it? Yeah, Legacy Mastery. And I had
Just
Straining
named
as my named word.
That is kind of funny. But yeah, that's it's been rewritten to that. I haven't seen it used all that much, but there obviously had to have been some kind of problem for a rewrite to be necessary for this.
Yeah, this was a problem we found during testing in set 7. There was a few named cards that made it a bit stronger.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
So.
All the new Celestial names?
I think one of them might have been the Goku's Dragon Ball Quest.
Oh, right.
I could see that being evil.
Especially since it's a physical combat, you can't spirit.
Uh-huh.